This is exactly how I made $1,500 on Twitter with just 100 followers in less than a week. I will show you the exact system that has helped me monetize my account without running any ads or creating extra content. Let's dive in. Firstly, you want to decide who do you want to help. In most cases, it is going to be someone who is few steps behind you. So you are taking them from step A, where you have actually been, and you are gonna save them time in exchange for their money to get them to point B. And this way, it is gonna be really easy for you to sell this service because you have already done it, and you don't have to have any unnecessary testimonials because you are delivering proof. And the people who you are gonna be helping are actually gonna be looking up to you since you've already done what they are looking to do. Now I will give you an easy example on Twitter that you can do right now. If you have over 400-500 followers, you can actually start helping people who have around 100 followers with Twitter growth. They don't actually need advice from someone who has 10,000, 20,000 followers. You will be more than enough for them to help them make that jump from 100 to maybe 200, 300. And this is just an example of an easy service that you can do on Twitter. Now, when we have the person that we want to help, we actually want to define what exactly are we going to help them with. Because we sometimes choose a problem that is too big for us and we need to start small and then go big. As they say, riches are in the niches. So you really want to define a specific problem that you want them to help, that you are confident that you can deliver on, and you are driven enough to educate in yourself so that you will learn long term. Once you define this problem, once again, in the example, you could, for example, help them with creating more compelling content, or you can help them with engagement. You can help them with monetizing their accounts. You can help them with many things, but please, first of all, start small. Try to have this one little solution to a problem that they have, and then once you solve that, you can go and solve another problems. But you don't want to solve every problem when you are just starting out, because you are not going to be good at every one of those solutions. So pick the one that you are confident enough in delivering actually what you promise. Now, once we define the person that we want to help and the problem that we want to help them with, we need to create an offer. And an offer so good, people feel stupid saying no. This is a saying from Alex Hormozi, as probably most of you know him, and you really want to think about it long enough. So you want to create an offer that is so good, that means that it is just irresistible for them to reject. And how do you actually do that? So firstly, you need to understand who are you trying to sell, or who are you trying to help. Once you understand those people, then you can start positioning yourself as the expert, as someone who is actually going to solve their problems, meaning their pains that they currently experience, so that you force them to take an action. Now, you can actually imagine the value equation from $100 million offers here. And on top, we have dream outcome times perceived likelihood of achievement. And down we have time delay and effort and sacrifice. So when you are trying to create a valuable service, you always want to look for these drivers of value so that you can justify the price you are charging for it, and also justify them enrolling into your service. Now, when we are talking about the offer, we want to include dream outcome, time delay, the vehicle that is gonna get them there. In this case, it will be your service. And additionally, if you can do that, you can include something in lines of you are not gonna have to do this. In my case, it would be you will not have to pay for any ads, you will not have to create any extra content, and also we can include some guarantees. So if you don't like my services, you can anytime during the service you can decide to refund your services. Okay, so this is just an example, and you will want to think it through and test out different offers. So You want to find this Grand Slam offer, as Alex Hormozi called it in his book, and this is really true. So you always want to experiment with the offers and find out the one that is really working for you. And once you found it, you don't have to change it at all at that point. Now, once we have the person we want to contact, the problem that we want to help them with, and the offer that we are going to present to them, now it's time to move on to actually start finding out those people. The first and the most easiest place is always going to be your network. So these can be your followers, these can be your connections, these can be your friends, people that engage with you. So these people that already know you, this is what's called a warm network. So we are firstly gonna do warm outreach. In this case, you're gonna outreach to your followers or people you engage with. Then once we move from the warm list, we move on to the cold list, and that is where scraping, searching leads will come into place. But wait, what did I actually say? That is a good question, and we are gonna look into that right now. So you want to follow a network called ACA: acknowledge, compliment, ask. You cannot go wrong with this one. Since you are complimenting them, you are acknowledging something about themselves. So this can be you looking up to their profile, seeing one of their latest posts, and relating to that post in their DMs, then complimenting them on something, and at the end making the asking them something. So if you are going to do this to your connections or people that are already following you, that means you are going to land in their inbox, and also that means that they are going to respond way higher percentage wise than if you would be outreaching a cold network. Once you open up the conversation, you want to start asking specific questions that are gonna naturally lead into some sort of a pitch. In our case, inserting the offer. And you want to do that by asking them questions around themselves, their business, depending what you want to help them with. So in our example, you can start asking them, what is your goal on Twitter? Where do you want to go? What is your current strategy to do that? You can even give out some free value so that they know that you are the expert in this field, and that they can trust you with helping them. Now, when it comes down to it, you want to send out the offer. So, for example, I help this person with this problem in this time frame without effort and sacrifice. Now, you have two options. You can go just insert it there. So, like, I would help you with this problem, with this way, and in this time frame. Or you can actually insert the offer and go, do you know anyone who would be interested? So if you don't want to pitch them, you can say it like this, that it sounds actually that you are not pitching them. And in most cases, those people will still reply that they are interested, not their friends, because we are all selfish in a way and we want to help ourselves first. Once they accept the offer, you want to book a call with them, because dealing with them on the conversation in DMs isn't that efficient. So you want to set up Calendly or any calendar booking software, but I would recommend you to use Calendly, and actually let them book the call or book the call for them. So if you want a higher percentage of them actually booking the call, then go ahead, ask them for a time, and book the call with them. Once you book the call, you want to set up some follow-ups or sequences that are actually gonna make sure that the person is gonna show up, so you can remind them every once in a while before the meeting, so that they have on top of their head that they are actually gonna be meeting with you. And once you arrive to the call, what you want to do is actually greet them in the first place, and then start asking questions. So this is the most important part about sales. You want to ask more questions, and the one who is asking the questions is actually leading the conversation. So start asking them questions around their life, and then around the thing that you are gonna propose. So you want to identify their goals, you want to identify their problems, so the roadblocks that are keeping them from achieving this goal, and you want to also identify their pain. So this is also really important, because without pain, they are never gonna take action. If they are comfortable in their situation, they are just never gonna take action. So You actually want to amplify their pain on the call, non brutally, but you just want to push those little buttons that they feel when you talk about certain topics that you can bring up, and then lead into the solution that you will present. Now, I forgot to tell you, but actually the best way to start getting the clients initially is to offer the service for free. Hear me out, don't quit the video yet, let me explain. So why would you want to offer the services for free initially? Let's be honest, your services are probably gonna suck in the beginning, and that actually isn't a mistake of yours. That is a natural thing. Nobody can be expert in their field when they are just starting out. So you need to get those reps in actually to build up your service. And what do you actually gain from this? So if you offer it for free, which will be 100 times easier to get someone to say yes to, especially in the beginning when we are not confident enough to be good at sales, what you can gain from them. So the only thing that you will ask them to do once they say yes is, number one, use their service and take it seriously. Number two, leave a killer review after they are done. And number three, give you a feedback, okay? That is really important because, as I said before, you are not going to be perfect the first time around, and you want to get as much feedback as possible so that you can later on improve your service and be charging even more money for it. Now, also, there are three things that you can gain from them signing up for free. So the first thing would be naturally them converting from free client into a paying client. So what you can actually do is offer them some part of your offer, and this can be like 2 calls. If you are doing coaching, this can be setting up, I don't know, you can design them 1 banner, you can help them write 5 posts, and then once we are done, they actually sometimes want to continue working with you, and that's where you offer them the paid offer. So some of them are going to convert into paying clients naturally from after ending the service. Some of them are going to refer your friends to you, and some of them are actually from the testimonial that they will give you will help you get another clients that are actually going to be paying. So there are 3 possible ways that they can help you bring in money. Why wouldn't you do that initially when you are still not perfect with your service and you just really want to get those reps in? So this is basically how I did it. I started offering my services for free, and once I felt confident enough to start offering them paid, I switched to the paid model and started booking calls where I was trying to convince people to get paid help. I gave out free value. The ones that didn't work out were happy that I gave them free value, and the ones that paid are actually even more happy that I actually helped them solve their problems. So this is it in a nutshell. I hope you got some value out of it. Now, go and start thinking about the person you want to help and the problem you want to help them with. Once you get that out, knock down the offer. You don't have to think about it too long, and then start sending the DMs. So the target would be to send 100 DMs per day. If you can do that for a week, 2 weeks, I guarantee you will get at least 3 to 5 people say yes to a free offer, and even 3 to maybe 1 to 5 people say yes to your paid offer. So what are you waiting for? You don't need 500 followers, you don't need 1,000 followers, you don't need to have a great email list. You just need to have the courage, the hard work, and the willingness to improve and hear feedback. That is it for this video. I hope you got some value. If you got any value, please leave me a like or comment, and see you in the next one. Bye.